Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the Family Sierra, not Chantel, the Family Sierra. Okay, season 2, episode 4. If you have not done so already, please come over to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff and whatever. Okay, do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, also hit the little share button to share it on your social media. You can also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. All of that is in the description box below this video. Slow down, girl. Okay, so remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and anyone around you, and as always, remember to inhale and to exhale, to breathe it on out. Okay, let's get started with this show. I was looking like it's getting a little bit boring to me, so let's just get on through it and whatnot. I don't even have any photos, y'all, but you know, Pedro was still up here shocked that Alejandro, okay, is married, and he like, why would you be lying to my sister? Why would you not be honest with my little sister Nicole, who I don't like that much, I don't leave that being whatnot. He like, I told her, you know, she know everything. She know all of the information. You know what I'm saying? She know I'm also trying to work on not being married. So I'm saying I wasn't lying to her. Now, Alejandro tells us that when he met Nicole, he was married. You know what I'm saying? Nicole came to the States to visit him. She was here for 4 days, and he told her at the end of her 4 days that he was married, meaning she didn't know before she came that he was married, but she still found out pretty early on and whatnot, and she just, you know what I'm saying, kept dating him or whatever. You know, he brings up how he came here on a tourist visa. He then got married. He's been married for 4 years, okay? He's married to an American and everything. He said even though he feels as if they rushed into marriage because they was both so immature, okay? You know, they still got married and whatever, and you know what I'm saying, it wasn't a peaceful marriage, you know what I'm saying, so they ended up separating. He said, you know, and that's what happens. And because he had a green card, once they separated, he could stay here, okay? Meaning I came here, got my green card, now I ain't going nowhere. And then, you know, see, like him saying, oh, Pedro, your sister knew everything. She knew all the stuff or whatever. And that's just like her, you know what I'm saying? She out here ruining somebody else's marriage because she likes ruining marriages and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He's a whole adult or whatever, and she liking it and whatnot. So they both ain't shit. I'm looking like, first of all, Sierra, calm down, okay? Calm it on down. Now, she then asked Alejandro, well, you know what I'm saying, does your wife know about Nicole? He said, yes, she do. Grab my hair falling. She said, yes. Tried to put him a little pigtail on it and fell down. So he said, yes, she do know all about my wife, and my wife knows all about her or whatever. But I'm not going to be sitting here up and chit-chat about my wife. I'm going to leave that being whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now, he brings up how he tells us, not them, that his wife was all for them getting a divorce and being done until he told her, I'm dating somebody else. And then the wife was like, I want to work it out with you. I want to be with you forever. So the wife is kind of not wanting the divorce now because he dating somebody else. Okay, and I'm like, okay, that's whatever it is. So he tells Pedro and Sierra, you know what I'm saying, look, I love Nicole. Okay, I love her, whatever. I hope we can one day get married. You know what I'm saying, but I'm not rushing it. I don't want to rush and marry your sister, whatever. I don't see why, man, you even have to have issues, because the whole time Pedro is all upset. Okay, oh, he's upset because he feels as if Alejandro was in the wrong. But I'm like, but your sister is also a willing participant in it, so she's wrong too and whatever. And Pedro's like, look, you know, all I know is, you know, my mom don't like you. Okay, you need to talk to my mom, whatever, and figure out how to get her to like you, because once she finds out, it's gonna be bad. He like, well, I'm willing to go to DR, you know what I'm saying, and meet your mama and her mama, whatever, and explain the situation. And I'm looking like, it's gonna be a mess, okay? Now Pedro is like, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, I'm her brother, you know what I'm saying, so if you do anything, you know, crazy to my sister, I'm gonna be out here, I'm gonna be whooping ass. I feel like if Alejandro and Pedro fought, Pedro will lose, okay? Anyway, you know, Alejandro, like, I'm fine with being patient for his mama and him to like me, but I'm not trying to beef with nobody. And I said, are you sure? He's not really sure. Pedro and Sierra then leave. He leaves Sierra at the hotel, and he goes, for some reason, he went to Jet's Pizza to get some food. I'm like, didn't y'all leave a restaurant? You ain't getting no food? Girl, I guess they were just talking. He go get him a little slice of pizza. He then FaceTimes Nicole. Oh, you a whole liar, huh? Like hiding things, sister. Okay, he's married and you know it. She's like, look, this kind of stuff happens all the time. It's not a big deal or whatever. You know, he told me he was gonna divorce his wife. He told his wife, like, they not even in love no more. The typical, I'm a mistress or I'm someone sleeping with someone's husband line. Oh, he don't love her. They divorcing. Me and him gonna be together forever. We're different. I'm like, girl, bye. Pedro brings up, you gonna be just like mommy. You know what I'm saying? Because they mama met their daddy, okay, and the daddy was married, but he say that the daddy didn't tell their mama he was married for 2 years. I feel like, how y'all know that ain't what she told y'all? Because if y'all ain't 2 years apart, and if y'all had the same daddy, and if she found out 2 years after being with him that he was married, she still stayed with that man, okay, that married ass man. I'm gonna leave that be or whatnot. But again, he told her, you know, that he was married and had a whole other family, and I'm like, he must have went and stayed with that family, because this was, he ain't around them, nobody be seeing it, whatever. So he feel like you ain't told mama, because you know mama gonna have a whole problem with this, because she was the other woman in daddy's marriage, okay. She may not have known it for 2 years or whatnot, but I feel like their mama stayed with the daddy even though he was married. But you know, she like, I'm gonna tell mama, I just have not found the right time to tell her yet and whatnot. I'm like, oh, like mother, like daughter, okay? He like, if you don't tell mama, I'm gonna tell her. Now, he was also cracking some jokes about Alejandro, who kind of colors in his beard. I'm like, so leave that man hair alone, Pedro. So we then see the next day, okay? Now they at the hotel still or whatever. And Sierra called her mama. Like, mama, guess what? Nicole out here banking a whole married man, mama. I'm like, that ain't even her mama information to be known. But I'm like, you know, Sierra always gossiping about somebody to you or whatever. And so, you know, they both up there gossiping about how Nicole was a bad person or whatever, and how can her mama try and judge us as Americans, would no judge them as Americans or whatever, if they out here dating married men and whatnot. I'm like, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm gonna leave that be too. Now they then get up to talking about how they're going to the Philippines to finally meet Angenetta's parents or whatnot. Now the mama feel like, I'm saying, I think she's a great person. I can't wait to meet her parents. And Sierra feel like, I think it's something up with her. I just don't know what. I'm like, only because you did the theme for this damn show. The theme of this show every season is, what foreigner can we not trust? Okay, I'm tired of that same thing. Trust some foreign, leave them be and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be too. So Sierra then bring up how, no, not Sierra, the mama bring up how Sierra and Winter need to talk and work things out. I don't really care that much at all. We then see Nicole and her friends, not her friends, her one friend, the little hooker who like Pedro. Is it the one who like Pedro? I don't remember, but it's the friend of hers that also has braces. Nicole gonna say, well, I had braces first. I'm a trendsetter. I'm like, bitch, you were not the first person that ever had braces. You got braces because somebody, girl, I'm a trend. How the fuck is you a brace face ass trendsetter? Who the fuck wants to be a brace face ass girl? Bye. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? The friend, they getting their braces, I don't know, cleaned or tightened or something. They need them removed. But, you know, they chit chatting and whatnot. And the friend is in a chair, mouth all open with the mouth hole open thing and whatnot. And Nicole tell her that, you know, Pedro met Alejandro. And Alejandro was honest. Like, oh, he was honest about what? She said, oh, that he's married. She was like, married? What? Honey, she sat up, took that thing out her mouth. I'm like, you just stopping the dentist work? He trying to work right now. Let that man do his job. But the friend, like him, said, I cannot believe you fucking a married man. Who does that? I mean, Nicole does that. That's what, and obviously her mama. So Nicole again has all these, he loves me. You know, I found out after we met, excuse me, I found out after we met, he told me he was going to divorce. He doesn't love his wife anymore, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I have to tell my mom. And a friend, like, I can't believe she out here, out of all the men in the world, Craig, out of all the men in the world, Craig, Nicole was finding the one Dominican in America that's married to bang him out. And I'm like, at least the friend ain't letting it slide, okay? And she feel like, well, her mama found out, it's not gonna be pretty. I mean, we seen a bit of a little sneak peek. The mama not happy about it at all. But it's like, is she not happy because did she never want to be a mistress, or she not happy because she remember being one and how bad she felt? I don't know. Now, Winter and Sierra meet outside of Sierra's apartment because Winter don't want to come in and have a conversation in front of Pedro. Now, this conversation to me was so one-sided. I was like, this is some bunch of bullshit. They both upset, but Sierra refuses to apologize for how her sister's telling her that she's made her feel or whatnot, okay? And then she's like, the last time I saw you, you was calling me a bitch. And Winter said, no, I called you a dumbass bitch. I said, girl, correct and let her know. Okay, I called you dumbass bitch. I said, yes, she did. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, but I said that out of anger. You know what I'm saying? And not because you kept, yelling at me about stuff or whatever, and kept talking about me not wanting to wear the sweater. Well, it's only because you don't want to wear the sweater because of Ja. You know what I'm saying? That's why you didn't want to wear it. And all he has done was take you away from the family. You know what I'm saying? You don't be listening to me and blah, 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 blah. You can do better than Ja, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Sierra, shut up. Okay, just shut up or whatever. And Winter's like, look, you never even took the time to get to know him. You've always built up this bad, characteristics of him, and that's all you talk about. You know what I'm saying? You don't, even think that what you say about him is actually a diss to me. You know what I'm saying? And but I think, you can do better than Josh. She said, and I think that you can do better than Pedro, but you don't see me bringing that up whenever I see you. And I'm like, let her know. I don't think Pedro is shit, but you don't see me telling you that every time I see you. But every time you see me, you down speaking on Ja. Leave it be, Sierra. Leave it be and whatnot. I think it's weird how they call her Chantel like that's her name. Leave that be. And when she brings up how, you be insulting me all the time by, like, dogging him, like, to say that I'm a doormat or he treats me like a doormat, that's an insult to me. And that hurts me, okay? It hurts me. Now, at one point, they both fussing back and forth, but I didn't care. I did not, because I feel like Sierra will never get where Winter's coming from, and Sierra will consistently make it about her. If Winter is like, well, you hurt my feelings for this reason, she would just yell over her and say, but I feel this. I'm like, I don't care. I cannot, okay? And Winter like, well, I already said sorry, you know what I'm saying? And for calling you a bitch and whatnot, I'm saying, but you can't even say, sorry for me to me for what you said. Well, because I'm like, ugh. I don't care. And even though she, Winter brings up how they didn't have a good close bond growing up, you know what I'm saying? And she feel like, we both know that we different. Like, you like the party club? I do not like party club. It makes me feel uncomfortable or whatnot. We are two different people. Why can't we love each other for our differences? Okay. Winter brings up how, she feels as if over the years that she damaged her own self-esteem, mainly because she kept trying to be different from Sierra. So she kept changing herself to be the opposite of whatever it was that Sierra was doing. She brought up how she didn't want to have curly hair, so she wore her hair straight. She did not want to, look like her, so she would wear makeup or whatever. And all these things she would do to change herself fucked with her self-esteem. I'm like, your mama should have fixed that shit a long time. I feel like someone compared them, which made her feel like I'm consistently being compared to her, so I need to change myself. And that's what gave her low self-esteem and whatnot, okay? Or she had an issue with her self-esteem. So, Sierra, I speak highly of you, I speak highly of you in life, you need a good man in your life, and I do love you. I believe Sierra loved Winter. I also believe Sierra full of shit, and she full of herself, okay? Because I feel like out of all that conversation, they never show Sierra saying, if I ever made you feel less than, I'm sorry. But she's so busy trying to get her point across, she ain't said sorry for shit she's done or made Winter feel, even if that was not her intent. And for that, I don't care, because Winter apologized twice. Okay, and so I feel good to know that Sierra loves me, you know what I'm saying, because I never knew that. Well, Sierra should also say sorry for that. Period. Okay, they hugged it out and I gave zero fucks. Pedro and Sierra's at home in their one bedroom apartment, judging Royal. I feel like he's controlling. I feel like, Angie's up to some stuff because she put a tracker on his phone. So some may right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have to protect my brother. I'm like, if you was more concerned with your own life, you would be better off. Well, you keep worrying about everybody else shit but yours. And Pedro, I don't know why your ass is trying to dig into Royal and Angie. Even if they don't like Angie, they would still not like you. Okay? Just know that, brother. So we then see Sierra, mama, go to the bridal shop with Anjanette, because Anjanette is picking out a wedding dress because, again, they're going to the Philippines for them to get married or whatever. And she tries on a few dresses, you know what I'm saying? She looks great in the dresses or whatever. And when she's in the little dressing room or whatever, Sierra is talking to Mama Karen. And so, well, I feel like, she said Pedro feels like, you know what I'm saying, something is up with Anjanette, because, you know what I'm saying, because she was the one who contracted Royal first. So she must be up to something. And she was like, you tell Pedro that none of this is his business, okay? He needs to be worried about taking care of you, okay? And that is it. You know what I'm saying? Angie has been upfront the whole time about herself. I have no concern with Angie. And if I did, I would bring it up myself. If you have questions for Angie, just ask her, Chantel. I'm like, call her Sierra. Karen, call her Sierra. So when Anjanette comes out the dress room or whatever in her dress, Sierra starts being herself. So again, how did you meet Royal? Oh, well, I met him on Facebook. I'm saying, I saw him in like one of the friend like recommendations or whatever, and I requested him. Oh, okay. So you weren't like searching for him? She was like, no, he was like in the recommendations or whatever. Oh, she had like friends in the comments. She was like, no, I just saw him in recommendations. So she feel like Angie lying, which is not true. I get friend recommendations for people that we have no one in common. None. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all recommended this strange ass person. I'm gonna leave that be with now. So she then asks, so like, you talking to like any other Americans or ever? And she's like, me? No, I have not, been with any other Americans. Which makes Sierra feel like she's lying, because Sierra said that Royal said, when they first got together, whatever, that she was talking to the people. But I feel like we haven't heard Royal say that. And how do we know Royal didn't mean, I think she was talking to the people, not I know for a fact that she was? Because how would he know when he was here and she was there? But I'm going to leave that be too. So now Sierra, like, she's lying. I caught her in the lie. Okay. So she then brings up how, she don't think they can trust Royal. And because why would Royal come get you from the club? And then Angie say, well, no, he came and got me because it was already so late. And so it wasn't anything besides that. And, she like, Sierra keeps asking these questions or whatever. And I think, it's just weird that she keeps doing that. So production is to give her a little interview outside or whatever. And they say, so, what I'm saying, do you think Royal trusts you? She's like, well, yeah, I think he trusts me enough. And they say, what do you mean by enough? And she was like, and she started laughing, but then she started frowning, and then she started crying. And she said, sometimes I think he doesn't trust me. And it was like, oh, so what's wrong? Because again, she's frowning and she's crying. It's like, I don't want to make Royal look like a bad person. And then I'm like, what's going on? And now she's crying. Okay, so she then talked to production privately. I feel like she did not know her talking to them, this would be on camera. I think she felt like, oh, the cameras are kind of down, I'm just talking to them in private, because she just said, I don't want to make him seem like a bad person. So she's crying on the side of the store or whatever, talking to production. She brings up how when she first got here that she was pregnant and that they ended up having a miscarriage, but she said Royal thought that she was cheating on him and maybe was messing with somebody in the Philippines, got pregnant by someone else and not by him. So she meant, he don't trust me because he thought I cheated on him before we got here. And so, you know, in that aspect, he does not trust me. And then because him saying that they found out she was pregnant when she had the miscarriage. So her having a miscarriage and him assuming, oh, was you messing with somebody in the Philippines? Like, you know, was it my baby? So that's hurtful to her. Hence her crying about the reason he did not trust her. And I'm like, I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit that Sierra keep pressing this issue, but I also feel like Royal should not have brought her on the TV show, because I also feel like when Royal watches this back, he gonna be pissed at her. Girl, it's just a whole fucking mess, and I blame Sierra all up and through. But anyway, that was the whole episode. I'll see y'all next week.